Ew, what stinks in here?
Now, the Litterbox is a segment we're doing on the show for my favorite kind of news. And no, I'm not talking about the coronavirus death count. I'm not talking about what president thinks they're actually the president. I'm not talking about any of that crap that keeps me up at night. No. I want to hear the stupid criminal stories. I want to hear that Pepsi's launching a new line of, I don't know, energy drinks that actually do make you grow wings and shoot you off into space. This is the sort of silly, goofy stuff that I like to hear about. And let's kick it off with a doozy. Residents in Queens, New York, according to CBS, are being terrorized by a squirrel. Now, I read this story and I was like, there's no way that a squirrel could really do that much damage, right? That would be like reading a headline of toothless toddler attacks bodybuilder. Like, you're like, well, the bodybuilder's probably fine. Well, I'll let Micheline Frederick, who got bit by the squirrel last week in allegedly an unprovoked attack, explain what happened.
You hear someone's been by a squirrel, you're like, okay, you got a little nip, what's the big deal? But this was an MMA cage match, and I lost. She shared graphic photos of the aftermath.
So yeah, it was a lot more serious than anyone had anticipated. The squirrel, as far as I know, is still at large, but there were other families in the neighborhood that were taking videos of the squirrel just messing around. So, residents of Queens, New York, you better hide your nuts because the squirrels are coming for ya. This is incredible. In London, a 30-year-old man, the Daily Mail claims, has changed his name from Thomas Dodd to Celine Dion. Now, Thomas apparently had tickets to go see Celine Dion in Vegas. Didn't we all? But obviously, everything got canceled because of coronavirus, so he had to satiate himself on just watching concert footage on YouTube. And he watched so much Celine Dion concert footage, including this Christmas, while he watched the Celine Dion Christmas special. Here's what he had to say about it. I can't really remember the night and forgot all about it the next day. Then I came home from work on Wednesday, and there was this big white envelope on the floor by the door which said, "Do not bend." It was full of all sorts of official certificates. So he spent $90 to legally change his name to Celine Dion. He says, "I'm also dreading telling work. How do I tell them that they have to refer to me as Celine Dion from now on? I am hoping it gets me some perks, like maybe backstage concert, first class tickets, etc. But I am very upset I haven't inherited the voice or the bank account." Way to keep your spirits up about it. You did the most important step. You already renamed yourself Celine Dion, so I'm assuming the voice and the general poise will come along with it. And finally, the New York Post claims a thief in the UK got busted trying to smuggle in a pastry when he got booked into jail. Now, he did this by stuffing the pastry between his booty cheeks. He stuffed the pastry right smack between them booty cheeks. He had cake stuffed into cake. That's like the turducken of desserts. Now, Inspector Manny Ahir tells Birmingham Live that the unidentified criminal was found with a samosa secreted between his buttocks during a search. That's the most British thing I've ever heard. Secreted ooh, he had a pastry secreted between his buttocks. Ooh. He said he wanted to sneak it into the cell as a snack, as he didn't think the jail food was up to much. That's fair. I've known a lot of people who got out of jail, and they continue eating their in-cell diet, which everyone has because the jail food is so awful. And cell food tends to be mostly just a variety of different ramen noodles, one of which, crushed up Doritos, ranch dressing, and frozen peas. You mix it on up with that ramen. Apparently they call it goop. I'm getting this from secondhand. I haven't been to jail, so I cannot confirm for you.